welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So just quick conversation about the importance of knowing what other people are looking for in regards to relationship, whether that's a committed relationship, something that is, intimate, romantic, or if it's just a friendship. What do these people need? You know what you need, or at least you should know before you go out seeking any type of relationship with anybody. You should know. You should have an idea of what you need in order to feel like your relationship is successful or that it's not a waste of your time, right? So they should feel the same way too. But if you guys don't bring it together and discuss it, you guys could be together and walking two separate paths and don't even know it until there's a fork in the road and you guys have to make a decision. Should I stay? Should we continue being friends? Should we continue this relationship? Or do we let it go? And then that's where it becomes extremely hard because you've already invested time, energy, trust. You invested so much of yourself into this relationship that it's not easy to just say, you know what, let's cut our losses and walk our separate ways. It's not easy, right? I'm sure we've all been there. We've all been so excited to have a new friend or so excited to be in a romantic relationship that we don't ever stop and think like, what is the important things that we need to be discussing before we continue on to the next phases of this relationship? It's so important for you to get an understanding, because if you are in a relationship or you're meeting someone, let's say you're dating, you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, you find somebody, oh well, they make you feel great, they look amazing, they make you just feel the butterflies and make you just so happy, and they may feel the same about you. But the trick could be, or the difference could be mentally where they're at. They may say like, well, I'm looking for someone to just chill with, someone to have fun with, nothing real serious, maybe some casual dating, and just have fun. And you may be thinking, I'm looking to have a committed relationship, I'm wanting to be monogamous, I'm wanting to be married, and I just want that with this person. Okay, so let's say, because what they want is, and what you want, you guys are both gonna have to come together and just enjoy each other's company, have fun, build memories and things like that together, right? So what you're thinking, you're saying it one way, like, oh, well, this is headed towards a committed relationship. And they're saying it like, this is great, I could trust this person, I could, this could be my person that I can just have fun with, and this is somebody I feel like I can trust with my secrets, trust with doing things, that I don't do with other people and things like that. That's what they're thinking. So you guys are just walking this path, really knitting, happy, excited, and just, maybe you fall in love with each other, or feeling like you fall in love. You may be falling in love. They may be falling into lust, or they may just start to like you strongly. And you guys are just walking hand in hand and just enjoying life. And then when, months go by, 6-7 months, and you're like, well, it's still not a title. And they're thinking like, well, things are great because this is all I wanted from the beginning. Now you have a problem. Now you're in a situation where both of you have devoted time into each other, and you both have, entrusted in each other that, you guys will be there for each other, and you guys didn't never have the conversation to know exactly what you're looking for. So you guys were walking down a blind path, walking into the dark together. And now you're at a point where you have to make a decision. One person's going to have to compromise. Either that person's going to have to say, I'll commit to you, or you're going to have to say, I'll just deal with a friends with benefits, or deal with just having someone to just hang out with and, go on dates with and stuff. But it's not going to be anything more than that. It's not going to be anything serious. Somebody's going to have to compromise, and that's not good. Because when you compromise in that way and doing something that you truly don't want to do, it never turns out good. It doesn't, because you start to resent your partner, and you won't be able to live up to what it is that other person is needing in order to have a successful, healthy relationship, because you never wanted that in the first place, or you never wanted a situationship, or you never wanted to be in a poly relationship, or whatever the other person may be thinking. So that's something that you should be talking about up front. And don't be afraid if they say that they don't want the same thing. That's okay. You can always have friends, but don't get into the notion, or don't position yourself mentally to think like you can change that person to want what you want. Accept it for what it is. But the sooner you know, the better. Because then you'll know, okay, well, we can be friends, but this is what I'm looking for, and you keep on going. Instead of just getting stuck on the looks, getting stuck on the attention they're giving you, just getting wrapped up in the nonsense. It doesn't matter when it comes to your life and what you want for your future. And the same for friendships. Stop thinking that everybody that you meet and everybody that's nice to you, everyone that you come across, everyone that smiles and tells you their secrets is your friend. Because a lot of times you're going to meet a whole lot of frogs in both categories before you find your prince or your princesses, whatever you're looking for. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a while. And you know, we have to really pay attention to that, because relationships in general all take the same energy. The only difference between a romantic relationship and a friendship, to me, in my opinion, is just the sexual part and the commitment if you decide to get married and, you know, join bills and join lives together. That's the only difference. But for your friends are going to want you or going to need you there. They're going to need to have somebody to call on when they're feeling bad, when they're needing advice, when they need love. They need your hugs. They need you to just, you know, show them attention to keep the relationship healthy. They need you to spend time with them. It's the same with your romantic relationship. They may not be as demanding as your romantic relationship, but in a sense, you're still going to put in that same energy. So why not, before you get to that point of pouring yourself out, you know, pouring out your glass into somebody else's glass, make sure that that person's glass doesn't have cracks and holes in it. Make sure that that person's glass is meant to handle whatever you're pouring into it before you start pouring all yourself out. Because what you're going to find is you're going to deplete yourself of all your goodness and happiness and positivity and positive outlooks on life, because you're like, I'm constantly running into people who just use me, who lead me on, who make me feel like, you know, I'm not good enough. But honestly, if you look in the mirror, it's you did that to yourself, because you're not having those conversations. You're assuming. Stop assuming that just because you want it a certain way, that other person's going to want it a certain way. Stop assuming that just because someone is nice to you, that they'll be a great friend, because that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of people walking around, could be the most awesome people on the outside, but on the inside their heart is black, and they're not good people. So stop doing that. Take the time and protect yourself, and make sure that you're thinking ahead of the game and asking the questions that need to be asked before you get your feelings involved, you get romantically involved, before you give up anything that is sacred to yourself to this other person, because they may not be on the same path as you. They don't, and that's not wrong. And stop trying to make people feel bad for not wanting exactly what you want, because you are you and they are them. And it's not fair to say you're a bad person because you don't want X, Y, and Z. Why don't you want that with me? Or you do want that, but you don't want that with me, so there's something wrong with you. That's not fair, because everybody is not for everybody. You're not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. Get over it. We're not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. We only need one person. And for friendships, I say you still just need just one person. You don't need a whole big circle of people. We're not in high school no more. Well, if you are, then okay. But if you're not, you don't need more than 1 or 2 friends. You really don't. And you'll be perfectly fine. You need quality over quantity. And you're not going to get that if you got a whole lot of people all up in your mix. You're just trying to connect to all these different people. You're trying to rush into romantic relationships before you even know what other people want. You're not going to get quality. You're going to get whatever is available to you at the time. And a lot of times it's brokenness. It's things that you don't want for yourself. So just think about what I said, and let me know what your thoughts are. Of course, like I say, always, you have the power to break somebody's heart, to uplift their spirit, to break their spirit, all that with the comments that you leave. So let's make sure that we're being polite and courteous, and we give good advice, because someone out there needs to hear it. Someone's going to be reading it. Even I read your messages, so you help me out too. So I'm helping you, you help me. That's how we roll. That's what we do on this channel, is we just work together to sustain healthy, balanced lives and just help each other look at things from different perspectives. So leave your comments below. Let me know if you've been through this, or if you what you've done to make sure that you're being cautious about letting the wrong people into your lives, and give advice if you have any, and we will keep the conversation going and talk next time. Bye.